Okay, this video is going to be a little bit longer, but I'm feeling like a big hater right now. So I'm going to talk about products that I wish I returned. Controversial, the first one, the Rare Beauty blushes. I know, I do like the formula. I like the formula, I like the pigment. I just feel like I picked stupid colors. Like, I feel like I picked stupid colors, like this more reddy one. This one's a little too bright. I don't really mess around with mauve that much. And then like the hot pink, when I should have just got one. I should have just got one shade in a blush I like. It's not a bad formula by any means. My problem isn't the formula, it's me picking these colors. So I wish I would have returned them and got my money back and maybe just picked one. Patrick Ta Bronzer Contour Duos. He's sculpted over here and she's bronzed over here. And I just don't really contour that much. I feel like they give me enough depth that I'm looking for. I feel like I have to really layer it on. The bronzer is nice, don't get me wrong, but then at that point I'm paying $40 for a bronzer. That's like almost my skin tone right now. His foundation, like I feel like I have to keep putting it on to really layer it up the way I want. I don't need them. Same reason as the Patrick Ta, the tone is just too close to my skin tone right now that they're not really being used. You see this one's warmer, this one's a bit more cool. They're not really being used that much, but even when I wasn't this dark, I wasn't in love with this either. So if I could have gone back and returned these, I would, because once I run out of these, I'm not repurchasing them. These P. Louise Michaela little blushes, I bought like the whole collection. These are gray. I'm sorry. They're gray. Like they just come out gray on me, so that's no fun. It's looking already. Because that's like a very white base. Yeah. They're called the Dream Droplets. These are like liquid highlighters, I'm pretty sure. It's like a blue one and a green one. I'm never going to fucking use these. Pretty in theory, not practical. I have this Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder. I just don't think this is for me. This is more like for oily skin, I would say. People have used this as foundation. It's just too tedious to use as foundation, a little too thick, and I feel like a little too drying as well. For my skin type, it's supposed to like keep your oils in, but I'm not having oils come out of me. So it's just like, ooh, making me dry. And I've tried playing it with it in different ways to try to incorporate it, and I just can't. I would have just liked to get my money back. Next, this e.l.f. Halo Glow Wand. It just leaves a streak. Like, you put it on, where you put it on, that's where it's staying. So I hope you like that line. Next, we have these blushes from Metamorphosis BF, I believe. My main problem with them is just the formula inconsistency. I think out of the three, my favorite is this one, Peachful. And I'm just going to show you the difference. I'm just gonna show you the difference. So you see this one's more like creamy and nice and pretty, like at the doe foot. It's just a typical, like a very pretty blush. This one's my favorite out of all of them. It's more thin. You see how you can kind of see like my skin there, but you can't over here. It has less pigment in it. It's more maybe like dewy. You see that? It's thinner. You know, it's not as thick. Like this is definitely a thicker formula than this one. And then for strawberries and cream, this one's just like runny. Like if you can tell, it's just runny everywhere. And even on the doe foot, it doesn't look like it got that much. And then when you swatch it too, you see how this looks like a cream and then less, and then this just looks like water, you know, it just looks like liquid. 3 different formulas. Gloss that has a shimmer in it or is like pigmented to like a very light nude, I do not need. This came out in 2022. It's been 2 years. These motherfuckers are still full. I don't use them. It is pretty. It is a good gloss formula. I'll give them that. It really is. It's just, I don't have any. Like, I'm never going to use them. I'm not going to use a gold gloss. I'm not going to use a green gloss. I look fucking crazy. Pale shades where it's just like, I just look ridiculous if I put these on. So this is the Michaela Glam Night from 3 years ago. Laura Lee, Michaela. If I put this on, if I put the Michaela Glamlight one on, I just end up with like concealer lips because it's too light for me. It's just not for me. This Rare Beauty under eye brightener, no. Applicator sucks ass. I like that they try to be innovative and cool. You know, that it is like a cooling thing, but it just takes so many dips to like get product out, and it's not that pigmented to begin with. So I don't know who's using this, because I'm not. I forgot the e.l.f. bronzing drops. That's the last one. Someone was like, you always like everything you put in. You're like, oh, this is cuter, I like it, or whatever. But it's like, well, yeah, because like I bought it, I put my money in it, I kept it. I'm actively choosing to put this on my face because I know it's going to perform good. You know, or I'm going to get through it. But I was like, you know what, let me be a hater. Let me put on my little hater hat and talk some shit.